What is going on? I'm Zedmod. If you zoom in on your villagers, you'll start to see some party hats. If that means nothing to you, then you're going to want to find Party Island. You're going to want to click on it. You're going to want to click the party button and then follow the fireworks around. Keep tapping. Eat, sleep, boom, repeat. You'll find fireworks moving all around your island. Over here is the latest one. I already have the boom boxes, I think. Decorations, maybe I don't. Oh, there we go. Boom box right there. You can get it. You can get two, I do believe. Or maybe you can just build two. Nonetheless, I've got a video on that. We're not going to cover that right here, right now. We're going to be working on warships. And for warships, you'll see that I managed to get into gold in my first 24 hours. Pretty darn good. Pretty happy with that. Doing that with all riflemen. And at this point, I am not finishing bases. I am making all sorts of mistakes, but still getting wins thanks to this base right here. Now, I was at the precipice of going to four engine rooms, that's not four, that's five. Anyways, going to four, and then I had an epiphany that, nope, that would be silly, because if you have a look at the leaderboard over in here, I think basically everyone is at four engine rooms still. Okay, people at Diamond are at four. Sorry. As of this morning, everyone was on three. Things have changed in the last little while, but lots and lots of players still, like Big Bear Ballin, I believe I'm actually using his or her base, and three engine rooms. So three engine rooms in for the long haul. And looking at my base, I was thinking about how I had no other troops. I did not have warriors, did not have heavies, did not have Zookas, and adding Zookas to rifles not going to do a heck of a lot of good. But tanks, tanky tanks. I am not a big fan of tanks, but tanks are on the way to rocket launchers, and they were right there. And they got if you look forwards, there's no troops forwards that, I mean, as people get rocket launchers and mortars and boom mines and defensive building damage, there is no troop that jumps out and says, hey, we're going to be able to supplement rifles, except for tanks. So that is why I went ahead and got tanks. If you've got heavies, you're probably okay. You're probably doing like heavy Zuka or just all heavies for the moment. But going forwards, that's not really going to be a thing. So I figured might as well get myself some tanks, and so here we are. We're going to try the old two boats of riflemen. Now, I am going to be using battle orders. I think that's probably the best bet at the moment, but you're going to come with me here as we go on this journey of exploration or journey of learning or something. I don't know how to say. Anyways, you get the basic idea of what the heck we're going to be doing here. I am going to start out by getting rid of this stuff right in here, getting the rifles out front, and then we're going to get these tanks up the gut, because I'm a little tiny bit nervous that shock blaster and that front cannon are going to eat all of my troops. So that right there is what my first starting goal was right here. Now you got to remember, Brick is going to get out front. She's going to stand in front of things. She's going to do silly things. We've got a few gunboat energies, but not a ton. So right about now, I'm starting to lose my tanks here because I missed that perfect shock right about there. Got it the second time, though. Okay, so now all I can do is hope that my base is going to stand up here, trying to keep those rifles alive. And I don't remember which season it was, but we've done rifle tank in the past, and it works surprisingly well. I have always been surprised by how well it works. And thankfully, our tanks are not overly concerned with any of those mines. Sure, shock mines will slow us down a little bit, but we should be able to complete this person's base without a heck of a lot of difficulty. So that's what we're going to try to do here. Tanks, thankfully, at the 3 engine room level, we don't have to go terribly far. So on PvP and operations and stuff like that, tanks not super duper amazing. I am going to be taking it slow here. I don't know if I should have been flaring engine rooms. Like, are those flamethrowers going to kill our tanks? We've already lost, I think. So we're going to find out right about now. Okay, so I can do some kamikaze flares. I definitely was slow and cautious on that one. We're going to lose as a result to Squiggles McHoly block of text. Lost by 21 seconds. Not awesome, but we can definitely speed that up. I was clearing all of their engine rooms, all of their buildings, all of their mines even. So on this one, we should be able to get all of the stuff and potentially falling out of gold. Even if I fall out of gold in this video, by the time you check my base again, I will be back in gold. We're not going to spend a ton of time on this, but just want to give you a couple different options. Now, if you're wondering why I keep quitting matchmaking, if you leave it for only 4 or 5 seconds, you're going to get a base that has the same number of engine rooms as you. If you leave it for longer, it times out waiting for people who have the same number of engine rooms as you, and it keeps searching for other opponents. Right now, there are not a ton of opponents at the 3 engine room level, so I will pause right here and we'll come back when I can find an opponent. Sure enough, seconds later, we get an opponent. Who would have guessed? So we are going to drop 1 boat of rifles there and then 2 boats of tanks, and then I'm just going to drop all of the rest of my stuff way, way, way over here. Rifles getting shot in the face so well, and I'm not sure if this is the right strategy or not. Getting Brick up the front. I'm going to throw a smoke right about there, otherwise Brick's probably going to get shot square in the face. This is not going quickly, my friends. This is going the exact opposite of quickly. So, need a little bit of a split here. Should be able to get all of our tanks going off to that left-hand side. Brick should be able to battle orders our tanks back into the rest of our troops. And now that we've got all of the cannons gone, there's only 1 cannon at the very, very back there. Should be able to just flare onto this engine room. Bad idea, probably. But I'm kind of okay with bad ideas because need to make sure that we're going to get the win at this point. Right now, it's all about just getting all of our tanks in and rushing that engine room. We're going to hit all sorts of shock mines here. Our tanks are getting pummeled by like 12 different sides of flamethrowers. This might be an awful idea, but as you can see there, we're starting to do some damage bit by stinking little bit. Gonna throw. That was awful. So, note to self, throwing those kamikaze flares that I thought were possible, they are very much not possible. Now we just need an absolute miracle. Need the machine guns to take down this person's heavies. We are going to lose yet again. 0 for 2 with the tanks. So, a little bit of learning, a little bit of lessons learned here. Need to get that balance of clearing the mines. Now, I feel like bringing Brick and her cluster grenade could be useful for clearing all of those shock mines, but I think I just need to be a little tiny bit more patient. Look at that, 237 Jorik pulled off. Lessons were learned. We're still in gold, but just barely clinging on, and I've got a sneeze coming, so I am going to quickly. I think I managed to avoid it. If I blow up your eardrums, I both paused and muted. There we go. It just cluster grenade looks so tempting. It should be able to clear all sorts of those mines, but we are not going to do that. We're going to go 3 boats of tanks over here. We're going to hang out. We're going to be a little bit more patient. I will be coming back with a lot more intense, involved tank skills, but for right now, making all the mistakes while you guys are watching, all fully transparent so that you guys can learn from my mistakes. I will hopefully also learn from my mistakes, and then between the group of us, we should be top-notch level tank players soon enough. So we're going to get a battle orders going before Brick gets shot in the face. Then all of those remaining tanks are going to stay along behind. These things are not super duper quick, I have to say. Brick's going to stand out front, get hit by 1 more shock blaster, but at the same time, we should be okay here. Just need to get those final couple of buildings down. Again, we're aiming for like a 2:45 kind of time. That's all we need to beat. There we go. They've already retreated, so now we can just leisurely and carefully go as slow as we need to go. Tanks do outrange flamethrowers because they have the same range as Zookas do. And so as long as they don't group up too much, we should be okay. Just letting our base do the talking. I would have flared at least this left engine room and then come back over into about there or so as my battery starts to die. And we're going to get this final engine room easy peasy, picking up the win, letting our base do the talking, knocking Trooper down into 15. Sorry about that. I managed to boost up, I think, 3 people into gold. I was 3 people's boss battles that I lost all of them earlier on today. Have been up and down, in and out, sounding like a euphemism, but just talking about getting in and out of gold. So that is going to be my last attack of the day. Very quick video. Wanted to mention the fact that Party Island is active. Do get those boom speakers if you want them. They are kind of neat. You can also hide a ton of mines behind them. But every year they come online for Boom Beach's anniversary. So that right there, my friends, is the video of the day. Tanks, I only have tick 4 tanks. Tick 5 will be better. Now, I probably also will be switching from using 2 boats of riflemen down to 1. I'm also going to do some experimenting with cluster grenade to clear some mines, but overall, base standing up on its own. I have got some thinking and planning to do. Do I go to rocket launchers or do I get into 4 engine rooms? Do consider subscribing so you can see what I'm doing next. And if you have any questions about the Party Island, do check the cards. Also, hit me up in the comments. That is all for me, though. I am home tomorrow. Last day of skiing tomorrow afternoon, or today afternoon, sorry. Recording this on Tuesday, releasing it on Wednesday. So, a little bit strange time-wise in my head if you're wondering why Dr. T Tropical is here and the video is listed as being on Wednesday. Anyways, that is all for me. As always, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.